Welcome to Do I Really Have to Cook? Alright, so I'm making this. Oh, you can't see my head. There I am. Alright, so I'm making an olive oil cake. This is something kind of Italian. So there's olive oil in it and other things. So I just mixed the batter. It took a while. And there's like things in there. What is there? There's sugar and flour and nuts. Nuts are a real problem because I forgot. I had to buy blanched almonds instead of just regular almonds. So I had to put them, you have to boil water and put them in there, and then the skins come off after a minute or so, but the almonds get kind of wet, and then when you try to grind them, they'll stick together, and it was really a problem. It took a long time. So, but I got them in there, and there's eggs and things like baking powder and soda and salt, and I think there's like, I put limoncello in it, because, why not? I mean, a recipe called for an orange liqueur, but I don't want to spend so much money on an orange liqueur when I had a lemon liqueur, so I used the lemon. I hope it's okay. Anyway, so I put that in there in orange juice. That's right, orange. What is that? Anyway, orange juice. And I whisked it all together. So here it is. You can't really see it, or I pour it on the floor. So now I'm putting it in the pan, and then it's going to go in the oven and bake for a while. How long? It says an hour. But my oven, it takes longer here. So I'll look at it in an hour and we'll see where it is. All right, I'll get back to you when it's done. Okay. Oh, my head. I just don't do this right. Okay, well, bye. Hi, so, now at least you can see my head. Anyway, so now I'm making bolognese, which is also Italian, and we're gonna put it in some crepes. I don't know why, but that's what we're doing. And now I'm mincing onion, which is really a pain, because you gotta get it so little and it all falls apart, and you just are trying not to cut yourself, and it's really a pain. So here you can see there's a little piece. There's a little piece. All right, and I'll show you the thing. There. Look, I'm trying to cut it up. It's just not working, really. It's all right. I'll figure it out. The cake is in the oven, and I just hope it's not a problem. The batter tasted a little weird. I don't know. We'll see. So, yeah, I'm having some friends over for dinner. Yes, I have friends. God. I could just hear your voice in my head. I know nobody's here, but I heard your voice in my head, and it told me I didn't have friends. Or like, you have friends? It made a question about it. Questioned if I could possibly have friends. Well, I do. Not the mani, but I do. Okay, people put up with me. Whatever. So, okay, so I'm going to mince this onion, 2 of them. It's going to take me forever. Really, I have other things I have to do. And then I have to mince a big carrot, and then I have to mince a big celery, a stalk of celery, but it's got to be a big one. And I put some porcini mushrooms, dried porcini. The recipe is really stupid. It says 4 mushrooms. Well, you can't do 4 dried mushrooms. You can't do, what's on my finger? Ew. Oh, it was onion skin. It's gross. Okay, so you can't, it says preferably porcini. Well, thanks. Preferably, but then 4 mushrooms, what does that mean? Porcini mushrooms, when you buy them dry, they're all in little pieces and different sizes. I'm like, what are you supposed to do? I hate everything. All right, so I'm almost done doing half of 1 onion. And this is how long this takes. Anyway, so then you put those in water, hot water, so that they get soft. Then you gotta take them out and chop those up too. And then you drain the water through a paper towel so you get all the dirt out of it, because you don't want dirt in your food, of course. I just thought about having dirt in my food and I just got sick. Okay. So then you put those in, and then you put the meat in. The recipe called for ground veal. Now, some people don't want to eat the veal. Okay, whatever. But I couldn't find it anyway. The big supermarket, no veal. And then they said they're not allowed to have ground veal, but they have whole veal. They have whole scallopinis and schnitzels and whatever. So they have all those, but they said we're not allowed to have ground veal. Like, what? I don't understand. So, no veal. So we have the half pork and beef, which I don't, it's not the same, but fine. All right. Well, I'm going to go and come back because this is taking forever. Okay, bye. Now I'm cutting the carrot. Okay, there's the carrot and the onion. I found a better way to do the onion. It was easier, but still a pain. I cut I only go halfway, and then I cut it in half, and then I put it down on the side, and I go down this way, and then I go this way. It's still a lot of work, but it was all right. It was better. Carrot wasn't so bad. Now I have to do celery. Okay, I did the celery. Okay, here it is. That's all that. Those are the mushrooms soaking, and now I have to drain those and cut those. Whatever. So now I'm cutting up the mushrooms. You can see how I'm doing that. It's really not that big a deal. Ow. Okay, they're sort of chopped up. Oh, there's a big piece. You don't want a big piece. I don't know why, but they say chopped up. So, all right. So now the mushrooms are done too. It's a lot of work. I've been working an hour just doing this. Okay, and now I did the water. Wait, oh God, so, where is it? There, I did the mushroom water through a paper towel so that I got all the dirt out. So now I can finally cook. I mean, it's like ridiculous. Okay. So I put 2 tablespoons of butter, not salted butter, sweet butter, in a big pan. See? Don't put 3 in or you'll die. Okay, that was a joke. I do have friends. Stop. Well, anyway, the butter melts, and you're going to add the onion, the carrot, and the celery, and you're going to cover and you're going to cook it for 10 minutes. Okay? And then after that, you're going to add something. Oh, then you're going to add the meat to it. A pound of meat, ground beef, pork, veal, I don't know, whatever. I'm also going to put in some prosciutto I have left over chopped up because that might make it taste good too. And you're going to cook that, but I'll get back to you then. All right, bye. So now I put in the meat and the prosciutto. It looks like this. Oops. Onions everywhere. So you cook this. Cook the vegetables before. You have to cook on a low heat and cover. And then you have to raise the heat when you add the meat. Or else, because you don't want it to get brown. The vegetables anyway. You don't want to get to brown. The meat you want it brown, which is what I'm doing now. Okay, so now the meat was all done, and then I put in the chopped up mushrooms, and then a cup of dry white wine. Don't use sweet wine, please. It's gross. Okay, a dry wine. Sweet wine in Bolognese, I don't know. That would be really disgusting, I think. I don't think it would be good. Okay. So now it looks like this. And bring it to a boil. And you cook it until the liquid, see the liquid? The liquid is reduced to, oh my God, the vegetables are flying everywhere. The liquid is reduced to 3 tablespoons. Now, you're not going to measure it because that's stupid. So you just look at it and you think, oh, that looks like 3 tablespoons, I think. So that's what you do. Okay? All right, and then when that's done, what do you add next? Because it's just endless, this stupid recipe. Okay, then you add 2/3 of a cup of whipping cream or milk. If you want the calories and the fat, then you add the whipping cream. If you want it not so rich, then you add the milk. It's up to you. Okay, bye. So that looks like about 3 tablespoons, I don't know. Maybe a little more. But I'm tired of waiting, so I'm going to put the cream in. Oh no, what happened? Everything's foggy. So here's the cake. I guess it looks all right. So then you boil the cream too until it's 3 tablespoons. I don't know. It looks like that could be about 3 tablespoons. So now you put in, stir it first. Now you put in the mushroom soaking liquid. There. And then 2 cups of, sorry. Hi. 2 cups of chicken stock. It's too far to the ground. Geflügelfond. Yeah, that's what it is in German. Okay. All right, 2 cups of this. There's one. Now, because it's Germany and Europe, it's not going to be, the jars aren't exactly the same, so I'm just going to put a little water to add to it to make it 2 cups. Well, it's not enough. Okay. Oh, of course I'm going to spill. Oh, whatever. All right, you add that in. Now it's a big mess. It's just a big sloppy mess. Here, I'll show you. All right, see, it's just, there's a lot of liquid now. But it's going to cook forever. I mean, really, like forever. Say, bring to a boil, then reduce heat to low, cover partially, and simmer gently until all liquid is absorbed. I mean, look at all that liquid. Okay. About 3 hours. So you have to take like a week off from work to make this. I mean, it's just takes so much time. And we haven't even started the other parts. There's crepes and there's bechamel. So those take time too. So it's just a lot. So I'm going to bring this to a boil and let it cook forever. And then we'll see. We'll see where it's at. Okay, bye. Okay, so I made the crepe batter. It doesn't look like much there. Yeah. Well, like I said, it doesn't look like much, but it's very easy at least. So it's just a cup of flour, 2 eggs and 1 egg yolk. I don't know why you can't put the white in on that 3rd egg, but they don't want the white. Excuse me. So then, you whisk that all together, and then you add a cup of milk, and then you add some salt, pepper, and a little grated nutmeg, which is my favorite thing. Anyway, so you just mix that all up, and then you let it sit for like an hour, just on the, whatever, out, not in the fridge, out. You let it sit. So now I'm gonna make the bechamel. So I had to chop up more stuff. That's a shallot, a big shallot. And then I'm gonna put 3 tablespoons of butter in a saucepan, melt that, saute the shallot, and then add 3 tablespoons of flour, cook that a little, and make what they call a roux. R-O-U-X, a roux. And then I add 2 cups of milk, but slowly, or it's going to be lumpy. And you don't want it lumpy. Okay, so you whisk it, like really, it's a lot of work. It's really, it's exhausting. So you have to put it on top, whisk like the milk little by little. And once it's sort of smooth, you can put in the rest. And then you cook that till it's pretty thick. You've got to bring it to a boil and keep stirring. Stir. And then finally it gets thick. And then you have to put it through a sieve or something with holes. And so you get the onion out. And then you throw the onion away. You don't obviously eat that. So then you have your bechamel, and you season it with more salt, more pepper, more nutmeg. And I love the nutmeg in there especially. It's my favorite thing. Then you also add a few tablespoons of Parmigiano, grated Parmigiano, and a few tablespoons of whipping cream. Again, more cream. I don't know why. It makes it creamier, I guess. Creamy. Okay. And then that'll be that. Then we'll have that done. The meat is still cooking. It's only been 2 hours, so it's still cooking. And then I'll make the crepes, and that's a lot of work too. It's very hard. It's very hard, but I have to do it. So anyway, okay, so I'll check in later. Bye. So I just want to show you like something that happens when you're making bechamel. It's really annoying. Here, let me show you. So when you're adding the milk, I said to do it a little bit at a time, right? So, but when you first add the milk, look, it gets all clumpy. And you're going to think, oh, what the fuck happened? It's all like clumpy like this. And first it seems okay, and then all of a sudden it gets all clumpy. That's supposed to happen. So don't get upset. That's supposed to happen. Then you just keep adding the milk little by little. Oh my God, I can't get this to stand. Okay. See, I only added a little bit of milk before. So add a little more. And then stir it up again. Oh, look. It's smoothing out now. See, it's not the end of the world. It just is a little scary for a minute. Okay, then oh, see now, look. Oh, now it's not so clumpy. And then I'll keep adding more milk, and it'll be nice and whatever, thick, creamy, or whatever. Okay, so I just wanted to tell you, so you weren't, when you saw that it was coming and getting all clumpy together like that. Okay. All right. I'll talk to you later.